Check one. Check two. This is it. Welcome to the Cannabis Coffee Hour. I'm your host, Rob Cantrell. I got a story to tell. We got a show for you. It's not gonna be blue or red or orange or yellow. I got a nice fellow, a friend, a girl, a cool mate, an inspiring comedian, a guest. I have a guest, everybody. Before I go into too much outer space with these funky beats, I want to introduce our cool guest, Clare O'Kane.
What's up?
What's up? She has written for Spongebob. She has written for SNL.
Yes.
She is now here on the Cannabis Coffee Hour, episode 319.
Whoa.
Yes. How are you doing, Claire?
I'm good. We were a half hour late, and you know, I don't feel great about that, but I feel like the vibe here is like good. Appreciates taking time. Chill vibes. Happy to be here.
This is true. I was not sweating it. And
Good.
it's hot out today. And Claire, you're too cool to do this.
I'm actually way too cool to be doing this, so you should be really grateful.
I'm grateful and I appreciate, and you could have taken 3 hours, but you made it. Crosstown traffic from Industry City to Ridgewood to Brooklyn. It's a mess out there. Buildings are going up. Rats are stealing hoagies. It's nuts out there.
The rats are stealing hoagies, and they're doing it in the middle of the road, and no one wants to hurt them, so we're all we have to go to one lane, and that's why there was traffic.
You got to respect the rats in New York, even in traffic. You know, you got to, in Brooklyn, everybody double parks. Even the rats double park.
Dude, you know what rats I like the best are the ones who are outside the buildings that are, but union, but...
Oh, the inflatable rats
the
are
inflatable
the best.
Rats.
Yeah. They're union busting rats.
Union busting rats.
Yeah. I love those rats.
They look great.
They're great. They're kind of like a bouncy house.
Yeah. You kind of want to punch them. They're so fun.
Yeah, they're so fun. You definitely want to take a 2x4 against the man when you see the union rat out there.
You got your Japanese coffee.
I do have my Japanese coffee. This is and you're welcome to. I grabbed a couple from the Japanese market, and I know you just got back from Japan
We
to
did.
stand-up comedy with a few friends.
Yes.
What was that all about? Did you enjoy it?
What was that all about? Well, the idea was first to just go to Japan, and then there was a bunch of comedians who were like, we might as well do a show. So we did a show at this place called the Tokyo Comedy Club, which is, I guess, the only comedy club in Tokyo, which something like... No, who's that? What's he say?
Ganja.
That was the general vibe. You know how many people live in Tokyo, like in the outskirts,
In the mountains?
in total in Tokyo area?
What?
30 or almost 30 million.
Okay.
8 million people live in New York City, but it feels like the same amount. But either way, there's one comedy club for 30 million people.
Oh my God.
That I know of, and we performed there, and I didn't do awesome. I think I went too blue too fast.
That happens.
That happens.
And especially international audiences, you're just dancing into the unknown.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. And you're in Tokyo. Who cares if you bomb?
That's
and
how I feel.
And you're a cool arty comic. You could just say that's art.
That's art. This is art for only 4 people.
For 4 people, I know.
In the world.
Is comedy art or is it not? What do you think, Claire?
I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and you know what I think? I think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a weird. I don't know if it's the most egotistical art and self-indulgent art, but I guess all art is self-indulgent.
It is.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it's comedy is one of the it's not the hardest.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
It's really hard.
It's a hard art. It's not the I mean, I don't know about like stone, like carving, Michael, that could be really hard. 20 chiseling, sweat, breaking back.
Yeah.
We're smoking and writing in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And, running around.
We're not making the, what's the monument with all the presidents?
Yeah. Of course.
It's still too early to sort of think of the names
Historic
of things.
facts, yeah.
Yeah, but
the Washington Monument's the one I know.
Like maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. But I was thinking like our comedy is only really hard because it's just like, oh, I'm presenting myself, and if you don't like what you're seeing now, then you don't like me, and you're present to that reaction. It's right there. It's immediate, as opposed to like you make a painting, you put it up in a gallery. Maybe somebody's like, wow, that's really good, but you can separate yourself from it. You can't separate yourself from comedy.
No.
Even music, at least you can separate it because
Yes.
you're like, well, I'm telling a story about a guy who did a thing. But you're like, I'm the guy, I did the thing, and if you don't like it, then you hate me.
I have to feel these emotions right now on stage. I have to feel this hate.
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good for you. I don't think it's good for people who
well,
do
nothing
it.
I don't think is good for you. Life is hard. No matter where you go. Even you go the soft route, it gets hard,
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It is a hard art, but it's like, it is just writing shit down and then performing it. But mentally, psychically, it does take a toll over the years.
Totally. But then you become hardened, and then hopefully not jaded.
Yeah.
And then it becomes easier and more fun.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
You just try and fight to not to be bitter. That's
Yeah.
what I like about coffee and cannabis and good shows and good art and good films.
Agreed.
And then, you enjoy life and not just like live on that I must be number one. I must dominate everything in my existence and show it as perfect as possible all the time.
Yeah. I find that with anything I do, though. Like, initially, I'm like, if I'm not really good at it immediately, I'm getting better at this. But if I'm not really good at it immediately, I'm like, ugh, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
But now I know that things take time. And you have to practice. But, you just want to be good at it immediately.
I know. But with the internet, I'm finding, like, I'm doing the same thing. Like, I'm trying to play guitar. I'm trying to meditate. I'm looking into Tai Chi. And all of it is, like, getting your focus into one thing that you kind of enjoy, that is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And it's just a good time to get it. Like, it's just cool to fuck with a guitar now and not a computer.
Totally.
Or go like this really slow for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any Tai Chi?
No, but I think about it.
You think about it. You're from the Bay Area. You never really went, but you're more of a punk rock Bay Area, East Bay.
I think punk's pretty Tai Chi's pretty punk. I used to work across the street from, I guess they call it Washington Square Park in San Francisco.
Yeah.
In like Chinatown, Little Italy.
Yeah.
I used to work across the street from it. Is that Washington? They call it something like that.
It's something like Union Square or no?
No. It was I forget, but it's that park
in that Chinatown area. I know the Chinatown area.
It's across the street from there's Original Joe's and then the pizza place. And anyway, I worked at a video rental store called Film Yard Video.
Oh, awesome.
And it was right across the street from the park, and if I got there early enough, I could see all the old ladies doing Tai Chi. That was just watching that, you're like, oh, this is great. It's like watching the trees move with the breeze.
Yeah, I love it. It's slow motion. If you love watching, how good is time lapse? Like, everybody loves a good time lapse. Some people don't like time lapse. I love it.
I love time lapse.
I love slow motion. I love Tai Chi. And then the essence that I got from Tai Chi, like the books that I read that I found on a stoop, some old lady dropped off. But the essence is like just practicing one moment, just being. It's kind of like meditation and stretching at the same time.
Yeah.
And you're kind of slowing down time and then understanding that there's no self. Like, it's really trippy.
It's all about being present.
Being present, that if there's up, there's down. If there's left, there's right. But these are all external. And so you're kind of like practicing this one motion. For 30 minutes. It's like this 30-second rites. I don't know, but you're kind of just like, and then by the time, I mean, you must be tripping balls by.
You're tripping balls.
By minute 17, you're just like.
So is there? There's a certain pattern you go through. There's all these.
Yeah, there's like a certain pattern, and you're doing it over and over again.
Okay.
Until you zen it out completely. Whoa. Just like if you're playing a guitar or you're doing a stand-up set, when you do a bunch of sets in a row, and everybody's like, "Oh, that dude's boring," or "That dude's this," or. But really, you're kind of learning how to be in that moment and punctuate. With stand-up, it gets tired, but with music, I don't know. If somebody's really a good musician, they really love the song. Yeah. They can kind of dig into that moment, you know?
That's why I think music is, like, way better than comedy.
Yeah, music is more music is more eternal. Like, music will last forever. Like, comedy dies, like, pretty fast.
Really fast. Unless it's, you know, transcendent and it's talking about some sort of human thing that will be forever. Yeah. But you know, a Dana Carvey, Bill Clinton impression is only going to go so far. Yes. Who we love, not Bill Clinton. You know, we love Dana Carvey. But I remember seeing Dana Carvey do like a Bill Clinton impression in like the mid 2000s, and I'm like, we don't need to be seeing this anymore. We don't need to be doing this anymore.
Yeah, impressions after a while. And politics humor. I'm sorry if I spit any crumb cake.
No, yeah, not on me.
Politics. Yeah, right now it is like there's a lane for. I never was into current events. Yeah, yeah. I like talking about crumb cake. I like talking about beats. And when you do it like. Current events, like right in the moment there is a lot of laughs, but it just goes by so fast.
Well, you think about the stuff that lasts, and like, you know, political humor in the past is like we still think about it, but we think about it as important and not necessarily funny.
You're right.
We think about it as like, oh, that was a period. This is like a great marking of what happened in history. But like the irreverent stuff, like Mitch Hedberg-y stuff or whatever, it's like those are the things that stick in your mind because those sort of evoke a human feeling. Whereas like talking about Richard Nixon, I am not a crook or whatever.
Yeah, you listen to some of the old Lenny Bruce stuff, and it's like he's talking about Eisenhower, or you know, and you're like, I don't even know what's going on here.
You're like, I could have just read important. A book.
That was a cool point that you made. But you know, it did push the system. Yeah. Left or right or wherever it was supposed to go. Yeah. There was that, but the material almost doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't, but it's good that it happened. It's good that it's all these different types are happening, but it's not my style, that's for sure. That's for damn sure.
What's your style?
I don't know, you tell me. You've seen, it's hard to like qualify your own style.
Cool, funny, irreverent. I wouldn't say irreverent.
You wouldn't say irreverent? I hope it's irreverent.
I think it's in the moment. It's of today.
It's personal.
It's very personal. Yeah. And it is who you are. Yeah. And it's super interesting in this time and place. So yeah, it has to be. Like to go up there and talk about who you are as a woman and as a comedian and as a writer. Like the other night you were talking about being a writer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just in an all-dude writing room. Right. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. And I'll say like just talking about my own personality or talking about shit that's happened to me, it's kind of made me. And maybe I'm projecting, but I'm like, maybe it's been harder for other people to put me in sort of a marketable box, and therefore I haven't been very successful as a stand-up. Like, I've been more successful doing other things, like writing, but stand-up-wise, I don't talk about really any one thing except for the things that happened to me. And I don't know, But I don't know. Then I know other people who do it, and then it's like, oh, we can market you to these types of people or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not really putting off a very specific thing.
No, you're authentic, and being authentic, it takes a longer time.
I guess.
And sometimes it pops off. For me, it's taken forever too.
Right.
Just to completely be myself. And now I'm kind of getting to the phase of not showing myself. And now I'm putting the mask back on.
Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about that too. Where I'm like, did I show too much?
Yeah, do I show too much? Why do these people need to deserve all of this? You
Yeah.
know? Yes.
For
but
real.
At the same time, I think it is like doing shadow work where you're kind of bringing your real personality into the light, you know?
Yeah.
Which is the hardest. It is. That's why people love Richard Pryor, and you're like, oh, this dude is talking about snorting, you
Yeah.
know? But he's being completely honest about his past and who he's been and what,
Yeah.
you know. So people, yeah, I think authenticity in art goes a long way.
Yeah. But you think about Richard Pryor, and like he was like the first guy to do that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people who came after him were just trying to do a version of that.
Yes.
So now everybody's trying to do a version of a version of a version of a version. And that works for the grand scheme of things and the broader audience because it's recognizable and you could feel like this is understandable. I feel this. I've felt this before. I've seen it before. So when you're coming off like just being exactly who you are and they have never seen it before, it's harder to break into that. And I think the way I look is also sort of confusing for people. So maybe they see me initially. You could feel it when you get on stage. You're just like, you could feel people trying to figure you out.
Yes.
And so you have to figure out the best way to present yourself immediately so they can sort of get on board with what's about to happen. Instead of feeding into like, I know I look like whatever.
Yeah, and putting
Shrek
yourself
fucked
down.
up,
Yeah,
whatever. Like, so instead of having to have them think a little harder, takes a little longer for everyone to recognize who you are. Does that make sense?
Yes. And just opening himself about who you
Yeah.
are and where you are in life.
It just takes longer.
You're a young woman that just got married.
Yeah.
But also, you know, you're out there in the entertainment world and you're going to California, and you're originally from California.
Yeah, I'm from San Jose.
San Jose's kind of chill.
San Jose is very chill, but it's got an undercurrent of not chill.
Yes.
It's got
hardcore suburbia.
Hardcore, but like
Where the right turns, it's a hard right.
it's really interesting.
And then a lot of meth, which California has.
It's not as methy as like, you know, more inland.
Yeah, San Jose is a major city. You know, it has an airport, it has theaters, you know.
But we're still like 30 minutes away from Santa Cruz. You just go over the mountains, you're in the ocean.
Oh, that is chill.
Then you go 45 minutes north, you're in San Francisco. So it's like, it gets all this stuff. It's still close enough to culture and things.
All the cool stuff, yeah.
So, but it's still quiet. And there are a lot of very, very, very rich people there. 'Cause that's where, like, tech is.
Yes. I did the San Jose Improv, that old theater there.
Still there?
A bunch of times. But, yeah, I would go there for gigs. And, after 10 o'clock, like, it's kind of dead.
Yeah.
And but there's a few bars and there's a little music scene there, too.
Totally.
But being that close to San Francisco and also Santa Cruz is awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have family still there?
Everyone in my family's still in the Bay Area. I'm the only one who moved out of California.
Cool.
From both sides.
And what's their vibe like right now? Are people like, my dude that I know from San Francisco was like, they're kind of down.
They're really down. Well, they definitely, you know, they're like boomer style, taking the election of Donald Trump very personally. Not knowing how to process the fact that the culture has changed, because everything's moving so fast for them with the internet and with everything that it's just taking a really long time for them to be like, we can't be doing things the same way we've been doing. We can't just vote and have things be different. It's gonna take a lot more work, and so anyway, they're freaking out and they don't know what to do. But luckily, everyone in my family on both sides are very liberal and fun to hang out with and like to party and but responsible and interesting. And
yeah, and to go back there and be able to chill there, that's awesome. And to have family there. Yeah, California is all, like I used to say, it's all the hippies and gay people of the East Coast moved to California during the early parts of America.
Right.
So all those California people are so chill and awesome. That's why weed was always so relaxed, even when it was illegal out there.
Totally.
I love real Californians, yeah.
I do too. But there is, those...
There's a douchey part. There's a douchey part of everything, you
There's
know?
a douchey
And
part.
I like New Yorkers, you know? But there's a douchey part of New Yorkers, yeah.
I like New Yorkers because when they are feeling when they're feeling mad or whatever, they just express it.
Yes.
Where I feel like in California, the vibe is so chill. The tendency is to just sort of push it down and be like, no, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. And then you see like...
It manifests in weird ways.
It manifests in really dark ways. Like when you meet a stoner whose eyes are sort of all like there's something going on.
Yes.
You're like, he's so chill, but you know he's the angriest person you'll ever meet. Like...
There's a dark side of hippiedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say that up in Humboldt. You might take a wrong turn.
Humboldt is like that's what that feeling is.
Yeah, you know exactly. Yeah. It's kind of, but it's
on.
the same thing with the South. Like I grew up in D.C.,
Right.
in which I think have some of the best people and the coolest people, but the douchey side is the super political, super white, super upper crust type shit is the douchey part of that. But then the South is not douchey.
Right.
But they have hardcore
Redneck.
racist rednecks.
But
So I
even,
think Humboldt's kind of that, it's just kind of any place where there's rural, like where it's just not a ton of people. You can't really, that's why this whole thing, that's why I'm meditating and doing Tai Chi, because I'll tap into all that political anger.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can't live with the judgment. I got to keep it moving, you know?
You kind of got to keep it moving. I think a lot of people are stuck right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuck.
Yeah.
Are you doing music? I know you're playing jams these days.
I just learned how to play guitar like a year ago. I started taking lessons. And I've been writing songs.
That's what I need to do. I've been playing forever badly, but you took lessons.
I took lessons.
Got it done.
I first started playing the banjo. I'm hearing it so softly.
Softly, but in the mix, it'll be in there.
I started. Oh hell yeah!
But keep talking.
Oh, I started playing music in high school, and just like writing songs with my friend Peter, who knew how to play guitar, and we were in a band called Falafel Babies.
Oh, dope!
That was in high school.
The Falafel Babies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Getting in the hummus. We're gonna bust it out.
And
Vegetarian, not a doubt. We got on some moccasins. We are not trying to sin.
Whoa.
Living in nature, playing guitar.
Yep.
We look at all the stars.
San Jose.
San Jose. All day. That's how we play. Clare O'Kane, don't mess around. Yeah. Getting down with the hummus babies. They're rocking
Hummus
it.
Babies.
They're not knocking it. What was the sound of the hummus babies?
They're falafel babies.
The falafel babies, sorry. Oh, the falafel babies, sorry.
Close enough. Hummus babies is honestly a better name.
I've been thinking about hummus and falafel. I fucked up some falafel the other day.
Falafel's so good.
So good, especially, but sometimes you get the bad grease.
You get the bad grease. You kind of
And
got
then
to
the
pat
bad
it down.
falafel, and it's too hard, and it's just too crunkly. But if you get the good side of hippiedom, that's what you've lived in.
Yeah.
Where you get the fresh falafel. Yeah, they fry it in the soy oil. Yeah.
There's a place in San Jose called Falafel Drive-In.
Ooh.
And
What
it's
would you
really
get
good.
if at the falafel drive-in?
You
If we
get your
pulled up right now.
falafel.
What would you get? Would it be messy? Do you like your falafel with the white sauce?
I
the
get my
hot sauce?
falafel with the white sauce, with the red sauce, and then at Falafel Drive-In they have milkshakes.
Ooh.
So I get a big-ass falafel, a big-ass strawberry milkshake, and maybe some fries.
Yeah. Nothing better than French fries.
No, you did, but they're so bad for you. But everything's bad for you.
I've been doing it in the air fryer.
Yeah?
Boil a potato and then do it with avocado oil and you slice them up like fries.
Whoa.
Boil it first. I don't think fries are bad for you. It's the oil. It's the oil. I mean, and let's not. McDonald's French fries is some of the best shit in the world.
So good.
It's so perfect.
Well, there's just the salt, the quality of the iodized salt.
I know, it's
so crazy.
It just hit. It's just like New York pizza. There's just there's top shelf, but you can't eat that shit every day.
No.
But if you cook it in the air fryer, you can. It's a good night out.
You know, we have an air fryer. We just never use it.
Yeah, I don't use it that much. I was intimidated, but if you boil the potato and then slice it like big fat fries, then soak it in some oil. Try that one night. And then 20 minutes. And if you got some good ketchup. The worst is when you got some good fries and you don't have any ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you want to have A1 sauce and you just don't have it on hand?
Yes.
That sucks.
Is that A1 around as much at restaurants? Do you ask for A1?
Well, I don't really eat meat anymore, but whenever I'm like, damn, I could really go for some A1, I never have it. That's something you should have, like ketchup and soy sauce.
It's a top shelf condiment. And I don't eat that much meat, but I sometimes dabble with meat, but
you're not a veg.
I'm not full anything. I don't believe in labels.
Nice. That's why I like you.
I think that the naming of things is what's slowing everything down. But I think I go through, like today I just had like bananas, hemp seed, almond milk, and then this crazy peanut butter from Costco that had like 20 different types of nuts and seeds in it.
Whoa.
And then I blended that shit up.
Whoa.
And then, but then I'll have a hamburger now and then, you know. I'll fuck it up. But then I'll go veggie for like, 3 weeks.
Right. Damn.
But hot dogs I'm not fucking with as much.
I had a dream last night. I was eating a corn dog. What is that? What does that mean?
Corn dogs are
really good.
I went through a whole corn dog.
Corn dog.
I went through a whole corn dog phase. I went through a corn dog phase, and I would zap them in the microwave. 2 bad boys, and then just hit it with just yellow mustard.
Yeah, like the yellowest mustard.
The yellowest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now, you were gonna play us some music. This is the Cannabis Coffee Hour, and we got like.
See if it works.
I could turn the beat off. Let's see. But do you feel comfortable about this? So you've been playing gigs. Tell me about these gigs.
Can you? Is that registering at all? Yeah, we got a nice thumbs up. Every so often I'll play music with some friends, or like my friends will ask me to be a part of like music showcases.
Yeah.
Or I'll go to music open mics, which are, I would say, less desperate than comedy open mics, but just as intense.
Yeah.
And they're pretty fun. But I don't know. I like playing music because it's not my main thing, and then therefore I can have more fun doing it. But I still get really nervous doing it because I haven't been doing it very long, playing guitar very long.
Yeah, it's I'm impressed you setting up just now, because playing and singing at the same time is not. Yeah, it's easier. It's harder than you think.
It is, and it's like, being dexterous. It's hard.
Yeah, but it's great for your brain, and I want you to rock out. And I was gonna say, playing music, where comedy, you can always go into joke mode.
Yeah.
Whereas playing music, you're showing vulnerability, which is the hardest thing.
Sucks. But I feel I'm also like, because I've been doing comedy for so long, when I play music show and people like don't laugh or something, I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm not
we're
getting
so
an
trained.
reaction.
Yeah.
Like maybe I should just do poetry, and then people can do this, and I'll be like, oh, I know that's good.
Yeah. I've always dug that.
Yeah. But with music, people are, they're kind of just having conversations, too.
That's what's cool about music. The audience can smoke pot and hang out and text and eat strawberries or whatever.
Text and eat strawberries.
Whereas comedy, we're like, if they breathe wrong, we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I can sing a song I wrote the other week.
And you played this live. Tell me about the gig with Chris.
It was really
fun. And where it was.
It was at this place called Berlin on Avenue A and 2nd Street. or something like that. It's
I
under a
wanted
bar.
to. I was gonna plan to come to that. Yeah. So keep on playing and keep on playing when you can move out to L.A. and I'll come
Yeah.
out to that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do at least one more show. But we were talking about doing a Neil Young cover show where we all just do Neil Young covers.
Oh, I love it. Russ Never Sleeps.
Yep.
Crosby, Stills and Nash. But I don't want to. This is your time to play.
Well,
But were you gonna play a Neil Young song?
maybe after this.
Okay.
This is a song. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
That's the weirdest thing. I've never been to New Orleans.
Really?
I've been around the world.
You've never been to New Orleans?
It's the one place I feel like a bad American. And my friend just had a bachelor party, and I'm going to his wedding. Shout out to my buddy Billy. And it's where are we? And I couldn't make the bachelor party because I was like, I'm too old for bachelor parties.
But is he your age?
He's a little bit older.
Oh, so it probably would have been chill.
It would have been chill.
Yeah.
I should have gone. So that was I should have gone. So I've never been to New Orleans, but do you love it? Have you been there?
I've been there. And
Yeah.
That song, I like for a brief moment, when I first went there, I was 21. And it was right when I had just gotten my driver's license. And my roommate friend at the time also had just gotten her driver's license. So we decided to drive from Oakland to New York to like learn how to drive.
Oh my God.
So we drove through the South and we stopped in New Orleans. And I was like, oh, I could live here.
Yes.
Totally. It's so interesting. There's
Yeah.
nothing like it. And then sort of in retrospect, I was like, oh, if I lived here, I would have like really fucked up my life. Just because I'm prone to alcoholism and things like that. And
Yeah.
it's kind of a perfect place to die from that.
Yeah, my wife lived there for a summer, and then I have a friend that was a great friend. Shout out Jake. I think he's a bartender down there right now, and I haven't seen him in a few years. But yeah, if you love live music and going out, it looks like the best place on earth. But
Yeah.
Also, alcohol is kind of rough.
It's really rough, and it's free. Not free. It's cheap, and
it's cheap.
And you can do it. You can have a beer in your car while you're driving. Like
Yeah, you can end up with a nice crack habit after a while.
because they make crack look cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of old, just old bars have a lot of coke and music venues. It gets gnarly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't judge it or diss it because some of the best music comes from the most gnarliest of places.
Oh yeah, I would say the most.
Yeah.
So this song is about how if I lived in New Orleans, I would have died.
Okay.
But how I like it a lot.
Clare O'Kane playing guitar.
I could never live here. I could lie here forever. Good excuse to go crazy. I'd die within a year. Before I left it, I'd give it all away. The friends I made, as for their money back, my blood would pump too hard. They cut my right foot off. I'd get a fuck disease and be way too happy. I could never live here. I could lie here forever. Good excuse to go crazy. I'd die within a year. I'd meet the son of an oil magnate, hopping a train. I'd help him find a vein. My blood would pump too hard. They'd cut my right foot off. I'd get a fuck disease and be way too happy. I could never. I could never live here. I could lie here forever. Good excuse to go crazy. I'd die within a year. They'd name a booth in a bar after me. The The stains of sweat on my back look just like you. My blood would pump too hard. They'd cut my right foot off. I'd get a fuck disease and be way too happy. I'd get a tooth knocked out and be way too happy. I could never live here. Oh, I could never live here. Oh, I could never live here. That's it. Yay. Oh, well, my hand got all sweaty and I messed up. But that's, that's the general vibe
I loved it.
of my shit.
That was amazing. And you were on tune. And
I'm pretty on tune.
and I was eating crumb cake. I didn't mean to bother you.
No, I saw you grooving. Watch that.
Hey.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna just
You say,
relax.
you know.
Sorry, this is my agent.
Oh yeah, I saw him come in.
This is Dank.
How's it going? I'm
This is
Rob. What did you say his name was?
His name's Dank.
Dank. Oh, your agent, Dank. Yeah, how's it going? What's his agency?
The Hole.
The Hole. Dank at the Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Dank, how's it going, man?
It's great. We're getting great levels over here.
Thank you for coming by and bringing Claire.
Yeah.
No, thank you. She's got a lot of funny songs about farts and duty.
No, I really don't. He keeps trying to
whatever
get.
you want her to play. If you want her to play a song about farts or duty,
No, I can't do farts
she'll do it.
or duty. He keeps wanting me to be funny, and I'm like, I keep it separated, like I can't do music and comedy at the same time.
But he wants more doo-doo songs.
He wants every day. He texts me the poop emoji.
what do I say? I say don't flush. Don't flush. I tell her take a. You know what? I'll come over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
Dank,
I'm over here.
come sit on the couch and tell us about yourself.
I tell her don't flush. I say send me a. Oh wait. Oh okay. Here we go.
Yeah, find your.
It's been a while since I've done this. Been a while since my nephew's bar mitzvah when I gave a speech, but yeah, I tell her I say I tell her take a photo of your poo in the morning and send it to me or post it.
Yeah, and I don't really know what that has to do with like songwriting.
Well, this is what see she doesn't trust me because I work with Hawk.
Who's that?
Hawk Tua.
Oh, you work with Hawk.
I work with Hawk Tua.
Okay.
And what do I tell you, Claire? I tell you change your name to Claire Tua.
When did you start representing Hawk Tua?
Well, so representing is a funny word. But I've been emailing with a guy who knows her.
Okay.
And basically he said I'm in. So I just have to wait for something. But basically I'm like Hawk Tua's agent or manager or whatever she wants.
Dank has a pretty good roster, which is why I went with him.
Okay.
And then when I
I
signed,
want women.
At the
I want
Hole.
more women. I want more. Nobody lets women talk.
Yes.
I want women. I want this.
Is he
Ow, Dank.
This, yeah. But tell him about oh man, her story. Parents are dead. Incredible life story. It's great. And
Yeah,
I'm like, Hulu. Hulu.
Dank was representing a lot of cool people. I thought.
what kind of bands was Dank? Was he?
Well, Dank was representing.
You know the Shitty Boys?
The Shitty Boys.
No.
Oh, they smell awful.
The Viagra Boys.
Now they send me photos of their shit.
Shit, they got it
Yeah.
down.
The Piss Boys.
The Piss Boys.
Piss Boys.
And I go, Dank
Don't
knows
you-
punk.
but not the Backstreet Boys.
The back of the Burger King boys. Yeah, I got them. If that's what you mean.
Did you get him a deal?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
got.
get everybody? Are you gonna get Claire?
I
Is
get
she
that.
signed? What's going on with
I'm
her
gonna
new
get her
music?
an Impossible Whopper by the end of the month.
I mean we're working on it.
And those are impossible,
Yes.
by the way.
So yeah, I guess that's a really good question. Like,
But
how's that
she
working
has
on?
to, and this is this is just I'm trying to give a voice to, because I mean she's a woman, but she's also like what is she?
Yeah.
This is the thing
Yeah,
that
sure.
we're trying to
figure
at the
out.
Hole. We talk about this all the time. What is she? What is she? Is she Chinese? We're always
I'm half Filipino.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I tell him that, and he goes, "Yeah, Chinese." And I go, "Dank, you can't say that
Well, you're
anymore."
not full.
I mean, how old
If you're
is
not-
Dank?
That's a really good question.
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, are you
Some would say-
my age? Are you older? Are you? I mean, how long-
32.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm.
Do you want some coffee?
Oh,
Dank?
hey,
Here's some
why not?
Hawaiian
Why
coffee.
not? Yeah.
What's this
Thank you
one?
for bringing. Yeah. Do you want some of that
Oh,
Brazilian
I
coffee?
have some.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this one has a little poem on the front.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Why you should make a song parody of it?
Yeah, I can't just parody everything,
Well, you just say, "Oops, I farted again." It's so easy. I could do it.
Someone already did that though.
I could be a comedian.
Do you have good eyes?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, these babies are new. Take a look.
But can you read the poem?
Dank got
Yeah.
LASIK.
Okay, so why don't you do
Read it to the beat.
Show her how to do it to the beat.
All right,
I'll put on
all
a reggae beat.
It's
and
been
you
a
write-
while since my cousin's bar mitzvah, but here we go.
Dank.
I love you, dear. I love you till China and Africa meet, and the river jumps over the mountain, and the salmon sings in the street. I love you till the ocean is folded and hung up to dry, and the 7 stars go squawking like geese about in the sky.
Is that really what it says?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That was beautiful.
Isn't that
Wow, that's
good?
exactly
I want to
what it
represent
says.
that can.
Yeah. Where do you see Claire's future going?
Yeah,
Dank? What
I
are you
guess.
guys? What are you gonna do with
Well,
her?
if-
She's making moves. She's been
if
on
Claire-
SpongeBob. She writes for SpongeBob before.
If she was on SpongeBob, I don't think so. Then we would be able to sell out Saratoga.
New York or California?
New York, unfortunately. But if Claire follows my advice, because that's the thing, is like I'm like Yoda, I'm also Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, but like I'm also like I have so much to say, I have so many ideas, and maybe I'm talking backwards, but you should try to listen to me, and that's why I'm trying to tell Claire Tua. I'm telling you, change your name to Claire Tua.
Yoda would never tell me to take pictures of my shit and send them to him. Yoda would never tell me to
they don't
be
have
the
camera
next
phones
Talk
there,
Tua.
because Yoda uses his mind to see
Well,
your...
the Mandalorian is a little sketch. He might do that.
The Mandalorian might do that. Yeah. Yeah, but it's and you're a poet, or what do you do?
Oh, I do everything, man.
Yeah?
I'm working on a hip hop album right now.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Sick.
Working
Wow.
on I don't want to be labeled. I like to
And
rhyme.
your name is Chris
No,
Ryan?
Rob.
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 Oh, Rob.
Rob.
Rob
what's your-
Cantrell.
Rob Cantrell.
That's a good
See,
name.
I don't like that. It's got,
thanks.
it's got like a some
What do
advice.
you think? Okay.
You got in your last name you have can't.
Yes.
People
Oh.
see that.
I know.
People see that. They're like, well, I want to sit through this guy talking. This guy can't even rel. This guy can't rel. You
can't-
gotta change your last name.
What should I do? What's my
Listen
last
to this.
name?
Listen to this.
All right,
Rob
Dank.
Tua.
Rob too.
Rob Tua. Yeah. I'm telling you, like Hawk.
I like it. I am getting into Bitcoin, so
Oh, really?
I could start with a Hawk Tua.
There you go.
To a coin.
Tua coin.
Tua
No, I
coin.
do not trust Bitcoin at all.
No.
No, I don't understand it, so I don't trust it.
Yeah, I didn't want you to think I really
I don't
did
understand
do
it, so I do trust it. That's kind of how I operate as
Yeah, right.
as a character or as
I wish I could figure it out. I really wish I could.
You should.
Should I start my own Bitcoin?
Yeah, you should. What would you call your Bitcoin?
Okane. Okane.
Okane. That's not bad.
Clare
You can
O'Kane.
work with that. Clare O'Kane.
See?
Oh shit.
There's something. See,
something
I
there.
have really good ideas too, and you're just not listening to me, Dank.
What? What did you say about shopping?
See? Every time I say anything interesting, he thinks I'm talking about shoes
That's right.
or shopping
That's what she does.
or gossip.
Gossip girl.
Dank, did you get into some of Rob's weed?
I found a bag over there. I started eating it, and
Eating it?
Yeah.
Dank, no.
You love weed, Dank, right?
I do love it. I eat it for
Do you want
breakfast, lunch, and
weed?
dinner. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Claire plays another song.
I
I would
see
love
that
it.
song.
I would love it. Can I add fart noises to the song or no?
I'd rather you not.
Okay.
Keep talking.
All right.
Claire just set up. I'll cut the beat.
You need to get some more gigs.
Yeah, I
Let me
know.
tell you, okay? Because the emails are running dry.
It didn't help that at my last gig you kept farting and going, "Oh, Marone, I
trying
shouldn't have
to-
had the burrito."
I'm trying to start a conversation in there,
Well, it's a
People are going to remember you because they're going to be like, remember that stinky show? And remember that Chinese guy?
No
on
one's
stage.
gonna remember that. They're gonna remember that it's Dank, and then that you kept saying, "Oh, Marone, I
That's
should
my
have
name,
that
Dank.
burrito." Ay. Okay.
Cut the beat for you, Claire.
Let's see. What should I play?
Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
I'll play this Neil Young song.
Oh, I got a
Oh,
new.
love it.
I got a good new name for you. Chappelle Roan. Because then
Oh.
it's like you're a singer, but people then know. Oh, she also does comedy. Chappelle Roan. Chappelle Roan.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
What was that lyric? I'm working late.
What's in the
Oh
I'm
right.
working late 'cause I'm a hit. That song's good.
Show wrong.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting drunk with drink tickets.
Is that espresso? That's espresso, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Blowing through the jasmine of my mind is. Oh wait, no, that's Summer Breeze by Seals and Croft.
It's blowing
Never
through
mind.
the jazz min or jazz club. I always thought he said blowing.
Blowing through
Through
the
the jazz
jasmine
club.
of my mind.
Oh, you guys should go on the road.
Now, what is jasmine of your mind? Like, is there an emerald of jasmine? Is jasmine
That's what I-
spice, or is it
No,
emerald?
jasmine is it's. Yeah, what is it? It's like it's a rice. No, it's
It's a
like
flower.
an herb. It's a vibe.
It's a flower.
It's a flower. Yeah, jasmine's a flower, so it's like she's got flowers on her brain.
Jasmine sounds like a hot girl.
Yeah, maybe I'll just see. You guys can actually talk while I play if you want.
Okay.
Because then that'll be like an actual show.
To have Neil Young in the background.
Yeah.
I do dig,
Oh, we should put. Yeah, this will be kind of like an exercise for you for your next music gig,
Yeah.
where like there's
So I
two
have-
guys sitting like really close to you, and
I have to
and
not be distracted.
me and Rob Tua will be over here.
Okay.
Hey, check out this music show,
Motion
man.
Pictures on my TV screen. Home away from home. Living in between.
That's cool. You can smoke in here.
Here some people have got their dreams.
Oh shit! I know this chick. I saw her
I
on
got mine.
the Cannabis Coffee Hour.
See, Rob's being respectful.
Yeah. I thought we were doing a thing.
no,
I
keep going.
Okay.
here.
Do you think she's
Here
real
the
or a
mountains
hologram?
are. We're getting the light. Doing fine.
She might be a hologram.
Morning glory
Maybe I could touch her.
on the vine.
No, my name is Doug in this
Wait.
scenario. My name
Who
is Doug Funny.
calling? And the ducks
Damn.
are calling. And wait, okay. So now I'm distracted.
Well, See,
What
that's
were you on the first verse or the second verse?
I think I was on the second verse.
Second verse, which is, and then how many verses are in the tune?
Probably like two more.
Two more.
But
I like
now I'm seeing sort of funky because I need a capo, but I don't have one. So, forget it. Just forget it.
Is this part of the song, Miss?
I can
Just
give you a
forget
beat. Just do a stab.
Oh yeah, can you play along to a beat?
Just do a stab.
You want
And
to
the
open?
next one.
If you want to open for Green Day, this is the
There
kind
you
of stuff
go.
you need to do.
Stab. And how does the second verse go?
I've been sitting on my beans. I've been licking the lollipops that are in the seeds. My mom is baby, and my daddy's a gay guy. Right?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Because I
it.
also forgot the verse.
I actually liked it. I thought it sounded kind of dope, guys.
Oh man, I look awful.
Yeah, I know, me too. I'm like,
Whoa.
You guys look great. That's the gig about the Cannabis Coffee
Yeah.
Hour. It's DIY.
You're right.
It's
You're
punk
right.
rock.
Yeah.
We got some good cameras. Look at that. You were rocking tunes. You did a Dank. I love you coming through.
Yeah,
I want
sorry,
you to
sorry.
rock it out in LA. I want you to get Clare at the
Whoa.
biggest venue. What's the first gig when you guys touch
Oh,
ground?
wait,
then
hold
we'll
on.
sign out.
Hold
you
on,
want to
hold
plug
on,
your
hold on.
gigs,
I
Dank?
guess check
Hold on.
that.
And then we'll sign out for
Hold
the
on.
Cannabis Coffee Hour. You guys have been too good.
Yeah, I
Claire's
got
been too cool.
Claire a residency at the Hollywood side. She's gonna perform inside one of the O's.
That's a good gig
Yeah.
inside there.
I mean, we're trying for the first O.
Who's
We
going to
are-
open that gig?
Who do we got? We got Gary Busey is
Oh.
gonna open for it.
Arsenio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Arsenio.
I think he might host.
Gary Busey's
Oh,
already
oh,
there.
Oh, yeah.
Gary Busey's texted
Lives
me
in
like,
there.
well, yeah, I was like, you're gonna open for Claire in the fall, and then he texted me 30 minutes later. He's like, I'm here, I'm in the O, and he's still there, and he's just singing for whoever, whatever
Also,
squirrel runs up.
May 25th. When does
Oh, yeah.
this come out?
Tomorrow, right tonight.
Tonight, May 25th, which is not tonight. It's in a couple weeks. My husband Nick and
Well, I am not.
are going to be performing at Union Hall. We have this show called Fucking Off. We're doing monthly installments of a show before we move to New York or move to LA,
Awesome.
Yeah,
Boom. Cali.
California.
that's right.
Dank, Nick, Claire.
Catch me in the
Okane.
O.
Nick Tua.
Nick Tua.
Nick Tua, Rob Tua. Here for you. Here forever.
Here for you,
Peace out to the universe.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace out, love.
Look at this guy.
Wow.
Rob Tua.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo. That's it.
Thanks, man. That was fun.
Thank you, guys. I know it's a lot of dodge and weaving, and it's hot up here, and